Namaste everybody, and welcome to your Vinyasa class today. I hope you guys are doing amazingly well. I know over time that we've been doing this online thing, and it's allowed ourselves to experience very different experiences. It's allowed our body to experience different things, and in addition, the emotions that we experience, it can't be easy all the time, and it's something that we've had to learn to accept. Something that we've had to use to move forward as well, in a different manner, because we've had to evolve what we think of what certain emotions are to us at this point in time. And I think one of the things that we struggle a little bit with is right now is experiencing that level of feeling stuck, feeling like movement isn't going at the pace that we'd like for it to go at. And unfortunately, we can't change everything around us, but the one thing that we can change is everything within us. And that is something that is completely allowed, completely, what is the word I'm looking for? Wow, I'm lost for words right now. Something that we give to ourselves. It's a gift. And at the end of the day, the more that we gift ourselves, the more that we allow the abundance around us to change, to enter, to infiltrate. And today, this is what I'd like us to focus on within our class today, is simply looking forward. Whatever distance that might be, it might be 2 centimeters, it might be a millimeter. It's literally taking our gaze forward and imagining and manifesting whatever it is that is to come. And I'm not asking for your intentions to be centered around the things that we want, the dreams and the visions, but simply the positioning of where our flow goes. And that flow is literally moving forward. So imagining ourselves in a pool of water with literally the water drawing from the back all the way forward. Whether we're in a river, whether we're in the sea, wherever it may be, but simply allowing that flow to just come from behind and allowing it to draw forward. I hope that you're ready for today. I am looking forward to taking you on a journey. Wherever we go today, just know that you are connected, you are free, and you are at peace. All right. So slowly just bringing your hands to heart center. Deep inhale and exhaling it out, drawing your hands down towards your knees or within your lap as you gently close your eyes. As we start that processing or tuning in, just imagining playing with that frequency on a radio, finding the right station. As you connect to that station, that frequency, that vibration that you vibrate on, slowly increase that volume. And that volume in turn allows us to start to feel more as we draw further and further into this connection, into our practice, our connection with our mat, and our connection with ourselves. As we take this moment, we honor everything that has occurred, everything that will occur. We draw it to an outside space of where we are right now, leaving it there. As we center into our present moment, taking in a deep inhalation and just sighing it all out. Inhale. Exhale. Last cleansing breath. Deep inhale. And sighing it all out. Slowly drawing your hands to heart center. Going to open the class with a chant. Just allow yourself to immerse yourself into this frequency. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahi Tejasvinava Tamastu Ma Vidvishavahi. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May the universal intelligence protect us both. May that consequence, may that consciousness nourish us. May we both gain vitality. May we both have necessary capacity to carry out the goals. May we have inner fulgence to study. May we not misunderstand each other. Om, let there be peace. Let there be peace. Let there be peace. We're going to open up the class with one chant of Om. Inhale for Om. Namaste and welcome to your class today. May it be filled with light, may it be filled with love, and may you have a magical journey today. Okay, starting off in a comfortable seated position, just drawing up through our spine, just feeling that length, drawing your gaze forward as we center into that space of forward movement right now. We're just going to sit here for a minute of mindful meditation. Our eyes are kept open and our simple focus is literally to look forward. Nothing else. We're not allowing ourselves to deviate from any movement from the sides. Simply drawing in, honoring your breath cycle as you draw in and draw out. Just feeling that flow of energy draw from behind you all the way forward. Just feel in the presence of that motion. And slowly drawing back to center. We've created our intention, we've created our flow. Now it's time for us to flow. Alright. Slowly what I would like you to do is inhale, drawing both your arms all the way up. Exhale, releasing them down. Inhale. Exhale, release. Tuning into dry breathing. Inhale. Exhale, let go. Inhale. Exhale, drawing your hands in front of you. Inhale, right arm. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, left arm. Exhale, release them both all the way down. Inhale, both them up. Exhale towards the side. Inhale, both up. Exhale, release all the way down. Inhale, right. Exhale in front of you. Inhale, up. Exhale to the side. Inhale, up. Exhale, releasing down. Left arm, inhalation. Exhale in front of you. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale, releasing it towards the left hand side. Inhale back up to center. Exhale, releasing them down. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale in front of you. Inhale up. Exhale to the side. Inhale back up. Exhale, releasing down. Okay, we're going to roll through this one more time. Inhalation. All the way up. Exhale towards the side. Inhale up. Exhale to the front. Inhale back up. Exhale, releasing your hands beside you. Slowly bringing your knees up to chest. Okay, wrapping your right arm over both legs. You need to do it diagonally to make sure that the knees are connected. Allow yourself to do so. Inhale, left arm up. As you exhale, placing it behind your back, drawing up through your spine. And as you exhale, releasing to turn and twist towards the left, taking your gaze over your left shoulder. Holding here for 2 more breath cycles. On your next inhalation, drawing back to center. Softening arms around. Inhale, right arm all the way up. Exhale, placing it behind you. And as you exhale, releasing that. Drawing your gaze over your right shoulder. Just focusing on your breath. You hold here for 2 more. Your next inhale, coming back to center. Releasing both arms. You're going to release your hands underneath your shoulders. We're going to come into a reverse tabletop. Just spreading your feet hip systems apart. Taking up a beautiful inhalation, drawing all the way up, finding length through your shoulders. Drawing your hips as far up as you can. Exhale, release. Drawing your gaze forward as you inhale, drawing hips all the way up. Exhale, release. All right, 3 more times. Inhale. Finding length and release. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Last round. Inhale. And exhale, let it go. Crossing your feet over. Rolling over you. As we come up into the tabletop posture. Just taking a moment to check in your alignment. Fingers spread out as far as wide as possible. Knees hip distance apart. Just looking back at your feet, just making sure that you can't see them. So moving them slightly towards the outer edges of your mat so that you can't. I'm going to roll through some cat-cow. Inhale, coming all the way up, finding length through your spine as you exhale, curving it in. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, let it go. Just moving at your own pace, finding your flow. Just rolling to do this 2 more times. Excellent. Alright, so from here we're just going to do a bit of wrist therapy. So what I'd like you to do is to turn your fingers to face the outer edges of the mat as you slowly roll from left to right. Staying with your breath as you inhale from one, exhale to the other. Just imagining a little pendulum right now. Just again, taking this moment to look forward, looking forward from your mat. Even though in life we move from side to side and we find these obstacles in our space, we dodge, we move, we take a side step, we flow. It's literally just a little hierarchy of how we look at this from a positive perspective. Everything that comes into our place is about allowing ourselves to flow into it and out of it. And slowly turning your fingertips to face your knees. And slowly moving from back to front. Being gentle, being mindful of what you're feeling right now. Just accepting what is right now through what you feel. We're not judging it, we're simply flowing with it. Holding it for 1 more. Okay, this time we're going to place our palms to face up. This might feel a little bit uncomfortable, so just applying the right amount of pressure that you need to, and just moving from left to right. Holding it for 2 more. And just slowly turning your hands all the way out. Coming onto your seat to heel and just rotating your wrists and allowing them to go from one direction to the other. Just shaking it out. Beautiful. Alright, coming back up into tabletop. What I want you to do is to tuck your toes. Slowly releasing your knees off the mat. We're holding it for 3. Drawing through your inhalation, releasing through that beautiful exhale, holding here for one more. And as you exhale, releasing your knees back down. Okay, we're going to go again. Inhale, drawing your knees all the way up, holding here, 2. On your next inhale, raising right leg all the way up towards the ceiling, coming up into a 3-legged dog, holding here for 1. As you exhale, planting your foot, releasing your knees again, just hovering them above the ground, slowly drawing them back down to the earth. Untucking toes, releasing seat to heel. Coming into your child's pose, but just drawing your gaze forward. Just taking a moment to look at the top of your mat. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, coming back up onto all fours, tucking toes. Again, finding that gap between your mats and the hip and your knees. Holding here for 2. On your next inhale, raising left leg all the way up. Coming up into 3-legged dog. Holding here for 1. Slowly releasing left leg all the way back down. Drawing your knees to hover just above the mat. And exhale, release. Untuck toes. Coming into your modified child's pose. Just drawing your gaze forward. Feeling that pull all the way from the top of your spine, all the way down to the lower end. Inhale, coming all the way back up. We're going to roll through this one more time. Tucking toes, knees off the ground, holding here for 2. Next inhalation. Drawing right leg all the way up towards the heavens, holding here for 1. As you exhale, bringing it back down, downward dog, slowly rolling back, knees hovering over your mat. Exhale, release, untuck toes, coming back, seat to heel, gaze forward. Inhale, back up to center, tuck toes, 2 breaths as we hold. Inhale, left leg all the way up. Exhale, drawing it back down to center. Releasing your knees just over the mat. Drawing them back down, untucking toes. Releasing your torso all the way towards your thighs. We're holding here for 2 more. Inhale, coming back up to center. Beautiful. We're going to inhale, right arm forward. Exhale, left leg back. Holding here for 5. Just drawing your gaze forward. Allowing it to be centered into one point, the drishti, and just focusing your breath through. Imagining inhaling from that point and exhaling towards it. Playing with that energy flow as it draws out and draws in. Holding here for 2 more. As you exhale, releasing hand and knee back to the mat. Reconnecting. Inhale, left arm forward, right leg back. Holding here for 5. Holding here for 2 more breaths. Next exhale, drawing left hand back, right knee back. Slowly tucking your toes, drawing the torso all the way back up as you draw into your downward facing dog. Just taking a moment to walk your dog out. We're holding here for 3 more. Inhale, looking up to the top of your mat, either jumping or stepping forward. Coming up to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Grazing your fingers across the mat. Coming up into a chair pose. As you exhale, connecting your knees, drawing them all the way back. Releasing your hands all the way down as far as they can go. Drawing them up behind your back. Connecting your palms, interlacing your fingers. Drawing your hands as far overhead as possible. And your next exhale, raising your fingers. Inhale, coming all the way up to your chair pose. Exhale, release. Folding over, Uttanasana. Inhale, Urdhva Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana again. Inhale, sweeping your all hands all the way up and across as you draw your hands towards the sky, bringing your hands back into heart center. Just taking a moment in Uttanasana. Just connecting to that flow of energy that we created in the beginning of our class. Begin it, draw through your back, through your heart, and allowing it to flow forward. Inhale, drawing your arms all the way up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Raising your fingers across the mat, coming up into chair. As you exhale, drawing your knees back, drawing your torso all the way down, hands behind your back. Fingers interlaced, palms connecting, drawing your arms as far overhead as possible. Holding here for 2 more. Inhale, drawing your hands all the way back up, coming into your chair pose. Holding here for 5. Just taking a moment to see if you can sit a little bit deeper into it. Making sure that you can see your big toes from in front of your knees. And your fifth and final exhalation, bring your hands to heart center. Drawing your knees all the way back up into standing. Inhale, drawing your hands up. Exhale, forward and fold. Coming up to halfway lift. Drawing your hands down towards the mat. Either jumping or stepping back. Holding high plank, rolling through your chaturanga, Dandasana. Coming up into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Holding here for 2. And your next inhale, raising right leg all the way up. On your next exhale, drawing your knee all the way towards your right elbow, coming into your tiger crunch. Exhale all the way back up. Inhale through heart center, bringing it towards your chin. Drawing it all the way up. Coming towards left elbow this time. Hold, drawing your gaze forward. Inhale all the way back up. Drawing the right leg all the way down towards the mat. Inhale, looking up to the top of your mat. Either jumping or stepping forward. Coming up to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping your arms all the way up towards the heavens. Drawing your hands through heart center. Bring them beside you. Reset Tadasana. Inhale. Sweeping your arms all the way up with Tadasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Uttanasana. Releasing your hands down. Either jumping or stepping back. Riding through your Chaturanga Dandasana. Coming up into upward facing dog. And releasing back to down dog. Your next inhalation, raising left leg all the way up towards the heavens. As you exhale, bringing it forward, left elbow, gaze forward. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale through heart center towards your chin, gaze forward. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, right elbow, gaze forward. Hold that gaze. Inhale, drawing it all the way back up. Exhale, drawing the foot back to neutral. Inhale, looking up to the top of your mat. You're jumping or stepping forward. Coming up to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping those arms all the way up. Drawing them back through heart center. We're going to take a moment here, half a minute. And in our standing posture now, we're going to focus again on that mindful meditation of feeling flow and drawing that gaze all the way forward. Just focusing on our drishti, tuning into that frequency. Tuning into the silence. Tuning into your heartbeat. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Coming up to halfway lift. Releasing your hands. Either jumping or stepping back. Holding high plank. Double chaturanga now. Releasing over your toes. Bringing those elbows at 90. Hold. Inhale, drawing all the way up. Taking your gaze forward. Just focusing on that gaze. Holding here for 2. Slowly rolling through your Chaturanga Dandasana. Coming up into upward facing dog. Releasing to downward facing dog. Inhale, looking up to the top of your mat. Holding that gaze. Inhale, right leg all the way up towards the heavens. As you exhale, placing it between your hands. Holding your low lunge. Drawing your gaze forward. Next inhalation, inhale. Coming up into a high lunge. As you exhale, releasing hands beside you, drawing your torso down towards your knee. Inhale, arms forward. Exhale, releasing them back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, hands down towards the mat. Releasing right leg back. Rolling through Chaturanga Dandasana. Coming up to upward facing dog. And releasing back to down dog. Inhale, looking up to the top of your mat. Jumping or stepping forward. Coming up to your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping your arms all the way up and above. Drawing your hands to heart center. And coming back to neutral. Inhale. Hands all the way up. As hands go all the way down to fold over. Inhale, halfway lift. Releasing your hands. Either jumping or stepping back. Rolling through Chaturanga Dandasana. Coming up to upward facing dog. Releasing back to down. Inhale, looking up to the top of your mat. Drawing your gaze forward. Inhale, left leg all the way up. As you exhale, placing it between your hands, holding low lunge. Just taking that gaze and tuning into it. As you inhale, coming up into your high lunge, bringing into the front knee at 90. Exhale, releasing your hands down. As you release your torso all the way down towards your thigh and knee. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, releasing them behind you. Inhale, forward. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, hands forward. Exhale, placing them back down. Releasing your left foot back, holding high plank. I'm going to give you a bit of a challenge now. So from here, releasing your whole torso all the way back down, all the way towards the bottom of your mat. Holding here for 2. Tucking toes. Pressing into those hands. We're going to come straight up into the high plank. Inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Okay, we're going to hold our upward facing dog for 5. Again, drawing that gaze forward, tuning in to that flow. Holding here for 2 more breath cycles. Exhale, release back to down dog. Inhale, looking up to the top of your mat, either jumping or stepping forward. Coming up to halfway left, exhale, fold. Inhale, releasing your arms all the way up above. And drawing them beside you. Just taking a moment to tune in to your gaze, to your focal point right now. Just a mind we're going to hold for 15 seconds. As you start to feel that flow of energy flow from behind all the way forward. Just starting to feel those tingles on your hands, maybe on your feet. Inhale, drawing those hands all the way back up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Releasing your hands. You jumping or stepping back. Rolling through your Chaturanga Dandasana. Coming up into Urdhva Mukha Shavasana. Releasing back to Adho Mukha Shavasana. Inhale, looking up to the top of your mat. Releasing the right leg forward. Grounding back foot. Coming up into 90-degree angle. Inhale, both arms coming up. Warrior one. Exhale, releasing your hands down. Torso forward. Inhale, arms forward. Drawing that out. Inhale, coming back up to warrior one. Exhale, release. Releasing your hands behind. Inhale, hands forward. Drawing your whole torso all the way back up. From here, we're going to step into warrior three. So grounding into that front foot. Extending forward. Taking your gaze forward as opposed to towards the ground. As you exhale, drawing your hands all the way down towards the mat. Stepping your foot all the way back. Stepping right foot back. Rolling through your Chaturanga Dandasana. Coming up to up dog. Releasing back to down dog. Inhale, looking up to the top of your mat. Releasing left foot forward this time. Rounding back foot at 45. Releasing your arms all the way up. Coming up into warrior one. Drawing your hands down. Drawing your torso down. Inhale, arms forward. Drawing the torso all the way up. Exhale, releasing hands down. Torso all the way to your body. Inhale, arms forward. Bringing the torso all the way up. Exhale, releasing your hands down. Releasing your torso. Inhale, arms forward. Torso all the way up. And releasing your hands beside you. We're going to come into warrior three on the opposite side. So, planting into that left foot this time. Extending arms forward. Drawing your gaze forward. Pushing that right foot back. Holding here for two more. Exhale, releasing your hands onto the earth. Stepping right foot back, stepping left foot back. Holding high plank. Rolling through Chaturanga Dandasana. Coming up to up dog. Releasing back to down dog. Inhale, looking up to the top of your mat. Rolling forward to high plank. Rolling through Chaturanga Dandasana. Coming up to up dog. Releasing back to down dog. Inhale, looking up to the top of your mat. Rolling forward to high plank. My favorite words, Chaturanga Dandasana. Slowly coming up to your upward facing dog. And releasing back to down dog. We're just going to hold here for three. Just finding your center. Finding your peace. And finding your breath. Next inhale, looking up to the top of your mat, releasing forward to high plank, and slowly drawing your whole torso all the way down, slowly as possible, towards the mat. And just taking a moment to draw your right cheek towards the mat, Just shaking those hips out, just finding a comfortable space. From here, we're just going to come into a couple of variations of our locust posture. So slowly zipping your feet up, pressing your hands into the mat, drawing your gaze forward. But instead of just drawing your gaze forward, feeling that gaze forward this time, as you inhale, drawing your chest all the way up from the mat, pressing your hands into the mat and your feet. Inhale, coming up a little bit higher. Just focusing on that forward flow. As you exhale, release. Taking your left cheek towards your mat now. Inhale, bringing your head back to neutral, zipping up your feet. This time around, we're just going to bring up our feet. So inhale, drawing those feet all the way up. Holding here for 3. Exhale, releasing them all the way down. Taking your right cheek towards the mat. This time around, bringing your head back to neutral, zipping your feet up. We're going to inhale both our arms up and our legs. Inhale, drawing legs and chest, drawing those arms up. Holding here for 3 more. Just tuning into your jai breathing. Coming up a little bit more. And exhale, release, letting it go. Bringing your hands to the front of your mat, creating a cushion. Shaking those hips from side to side if you need to. And your next inhale, what I'd like you to do is just to bring your feet towards your buttocks, taking your hands behind. You're not going into both. All I want you to do is bring those feet as close to your buttocks as possible, pressing them into them. Inhale, drawing your chest all the way up. Exhale, releasing them down. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, drawing it down. We're going to roll through this 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale, letting it go. Inhale. Beautiful. Exhale, let it go. Last round, inhalation. Holding it for 2. Exhale, releasing them all the way down. Letting go of your feet. Taking your right cheek towards the mat. Just shaking your hips from side to side. So from here, I'd like you to roll over onto your back. Slowly drawing up from your torso. Placing your hands underneath your shoulders. Connecting your feet together. Drawing your toes as far forward as possible. We're going to come into Purvottasana. We're going to draw up through each breath cycle. I'm going to hold for 5 and the final one. Alright, inhale, raising those hips, going all the way up. Exhale, letting the jaw all the way back down. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale. Drawing all the way down. Last inhalation. All the way out. Okay, this last one we're going to hold for 5. So taking in a deep inhale. Holding here. Taking your gaze towards the sky. Raising those hips up as far as you can. We're holding here for 2 more. As you exhale, release in all the way down. Beautiful. Okay, from here, what I'd like you to do, just sit up straight into your spine. We're going to come into Paschimottanasana. We're taking in a deep inhale, elongating through your spine, and exhale, fold. If you need to bend into those knees, allow yourself to do so. You just take a moment to rest into that space. Slowly inhale, half inhale, just looking up toward your toes. Just acknowledging all that forward flow that we've created. And as we exhale, resting back into our space, honoring who we are, honoring what we've done, and honoring all the magic around us right now. And your next inhale, slowly coming back up to center. Just bringing your knees in. Just giving yourself a massive hug. Just sitting in this moment. Acknowledging and honoring all that you are. Slowly drawing back up to center, releasing your hands, extending your feet forward, drawing your hands forward, drawing into heart center. Inhale, and as we exhale, releasing our whole torso all the way down. As you sit up for your final posture in Shavasana, just taking a moment to find yourself in the most comfortable place. Resting your arms out beside you, drawing your feet towards the outer edges of the mat. And just making sure that you're covered in warmth as we move from our space of creating heat and fire to resting in the space of being cool and calm. Slowly allowing the energies to reawaken you. Just gently rolling the thumb across your four fingers, finding a little wriggle through your toes. As you find a beautiful, lush inhalation, drawing your hands over and above, stretching your feet forward. Just sighing it all out. Inhale, bringing your knees to chest. Giving yourself a massive hug, full of love and light and warmth. As you slowly roll over onto your right hand side. Just taking a moment to honor your journey. Honor all the energies that you've created in this beautiful space today, as they surround you and infiltrate you for your higher good. Rest easy, stay calm as you are centered. Slowly propping yourself back up into seated position. As you slowly draw your hands to heart center. And then infinity flow of life, we are given, we are continuously given. It is for us to be open to receive. Once we are open, abundance is at our door, continuously flowing through each and every crevice of our lives. We find space, we find freedom, we find hope, all through love, all through light, all through our being. May today's movement continue to move you in a beautiful space, at a beautiful pace. Thank you so much for allowing me to teach you today. I hope you had a beautiful practice. I hope that you have a beautiful day. We're going to close the class with a chant of Om. Inhale for Om. Thank you. Namaste.